While the other dogs in the shelter barked and wagged their tails, hoping to get people's attention, Special Zeus sat in the corner, his head down. He no longer hoped anyone would love him. Zeus was different from the rest, and he knew it. His strange grin and antisocial behavior had deemed him unworthy of a forever home, and the shelter staff had reluctantly concluded that he would have to be put to sleep. No one seemed to want to take him in, not with that unsettling smile on his face. One day, a U.S. resident named Dustin Kelly walked into the shelter with the intention of finding a four-legged friend to share his life with. As he entered, the cacophony of barking and the flurry of jumping dogs surrounded him, vying for his attention. But amid the chaotic display, Dustin's eyes fell on a solitary figure sitting in the corner, his head hanging low. It was Zeus, the dog with the strange grin. Dustin inquired about Zeus, and the shelter staff began to explain the challenges they faced with this unique dog. They told him about Zeus' grim prognosis and how they believed he was beyond re-education. No one had shown interest in adopting him because of his peculiar behavior. For the first time seeing that very grin of Zeus, Dustin was admittedly a little unnerved. But despite any trepidation, he decided to take a chance on this dog and offer him a home. In the initial weeks, Zeus was just as sad and lost in Dustin's home. He didn't wag his tail, he didn't seem happy, and he bore the scars of his past traumas. He was a dog weighed down by fear, and his trust had been shattered. But Dustin was patient. He showed Zeus kindness, offered a gentle touch, and spoke soothing words. Slowly, Zeus began to open up. It wasn't until 3 months later that the first signs of a smile graced Zeus's face. Over time, Zeus began to smile more often. He smiled when he saw his leash, signaling that it was time for a walk. He smiled when Dustin played fetch with him in the backyard, his tail finally wagging with joy. And most importantly, he smiled when he looked at his owner, Dustin. That peculiar grin was no longer a sign of anger or fear, it was a testament to Zeus's burgeoning happiness and trust in his new home. Zeus smiles when he's excited and emotional, not when he's angry, Dustin mused one day, realizing the true nature of that grin. Even though Zeus may not look very friendly at first glance because of his peculiarity, those who take the time to get to know him discover the joyful and loving soul inside.